Sometimes in life you will get people criticise you, you'll get people tell you that you're unattractive or ugly, and I hate using that word because it's not nice. Now, when I was a teenager, I got bullied by a few people. They would constantly criticise the way I looked. Then when I started college, I had a guy constantly pick on me there. Then when I started my first catering job, the manager there picked on me non-stop, told me I was the worst looking person there. Now, when I was a teenager, I wasn't that good looking because like most teenagers, I was going through that phase where I had bad skin, my hair was a bit greasy, I didn't really dress very well. And when you feel very insecure about yourself, you go one or two ways. You either totally transform, wear makeup all the time, nice clothes, and try to look the best you can, or you go the way I did, where you think, well, no matter what I do or what makeup I wear or clothes I wear, I'm going to look horrible anyway. So for a long time, I didn't make any effort with my appearance. But then when I got to about 20, I did start wearing makeup and I did make more of an effort. But I did it for me, not to necessarily look better for other people, just because it made me feel nicer. Now, it's always horrible when people do this, and when people do bully you, it does affect you, it's always in your subconscious. And then when it got to the point, if someone did pay me a compliment and said I look nice, I wouldn't believe them because I'd think, well, they're just saying it to, try and humour me. Now, I'm not beautiful, I know that. I'm not the best looking person in the world, but I also know I'm definitely not the worst. So how did you overcome it? Well, the answer is quite simple. You just don't rise to it. If people are horrible to you, then you just have to kind of, sort of brush it off. Chances are, most of the people that said it to me weren't good looking themselves. I saw them years later and I thought, well, do you not own a mirror? And, you just have to try and rise above it. But, the best thing is just not to react to it. And as long as you're happy in yourself, I've got to a point now in my 40s, I do like myself. I am happy with the way I am. I go to the gym, I try and take as best care of myself as I can. But people can be nasty and people will be horrible. But you're going to get this in life, whatever you do, wherever you go. So the only thing I would say is just, block out these people. And, just always know your self-worth. And if someone has to say that to you, then chances are they're not happy in themselves, because I've never met a confident, happy person who's had to go around saying that to people for no reason, because it's something that nice people just don't do. So, look at them. I bet that people saying it to you probably aren't that good looking themselves. And if that's all they have to do to make themselves feel better, well, I think what type of person that makes them. So stay strong, guys, and have belief in yourself.